Hey, what's up, Sports Fury Nation? So, the regular season, it's over.
Yep.
Black Monday came and went, and we've had some coaches
A lot.
get the axe. They
A
got
lot of
chopped,
them.
Sean.
And didn't even wait. Some of them didn't wait till Monday.
Like, as soon as the game was
They
over,
were
some of these
done.
guys were done, man. Yeah, they were gone.
Yeah.
But let's go through some of the list here of the
Yeah.
coaches that were fired,
Okay.
and we'll talk about them. All right, so first off, the first coach that was fired throughout the for the season was Ben McAdoo.
That was a while back.
Of the New York Giants. He was fired after a 210 start and benching Eli Manning.
What a dipshit.
What an asshole.
How do you bench Eli? What a fuck. Like, God, I don't even know what to say about that.
Giants also fired their GM, Jerry Reese.
Yeah.
And they've hired Dave Gettleman. He was the Panthers GM for quite a bit there. And he was also
used to be with the Giants before. Right?
I'm not sure.
I believe he
about that.
came back. I thought he did. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
But Ben McAdoo, he's gone. And as far as this recording, the Giants have requested to interview the Panthers defensive coordinator Steve Wilks,
Okay.
the Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels, Broncos assistant coach Eric Studsville, and there is a rumor that they might be interested in Jim Schwartz, defensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Stealing someone from a division rival,
Yes.
huh?
Now, which coach do you think would fit the bill here in the Giants? Should they go defensive coach, offensive coach? For me, I think they should go offensive-minded. Well, first off, you want to get the best coach. You want to get the best coach,
Yeah,
right?
you want to try to get the best coach, right? And right now, the best coach
Yeah.
would probably be Josh McDaniels. He's
Josh
right up there.
McDaniels?
But I have a feeling, honestly, because their GM came from Carolina, that he might go
Steve
with
Wilks?
his former defensive coordinator. He knows them.
Okay.
They're familiar with each other.
Yeah.
And they obviously work
Hire-
well, so maybe.
Maybe get a new offensive coordinator, somebody who can come in and turn things around.
It's gonna be a completely
on
new
the
coaching
offense.
staff. I think there either way. So
All right.
yeah.
So that was the first coach that was fired of the 2017 season. Another coach that got the axe on Black Monday was Jim Caldwell of the Detroit Lions, fired after
guy.
4 NFL seasons. He went 36-28 in those 4 seasons.
Yeah.
0-2 in the postseason. I mean, in 2017, the Detroit Lions, they started off 6-4.
Yeah.
They're looking pretty damn good. They finished 9-7, Sean.
Yeah.
For the second straight year. So,
I thought this team could take that next step this year.
yeah.
And they did.
But you know what, me and you wouldn't. We've never been high on Jim Caldwell, even when he was in Indianapolis. Just don't like him. For me, if you have Jim Caldwell, you're like, we're so-so, and we want to stay so-so.
Yeah.
That's Jim Caldwell,
Well, I think a lot of people think of him like, oh, well, he went to the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning.
and he lost.
But that was Peyton Manning. He ran that team. Come on, guys.
How many times do we see Peyton Manning on the sidelines going, "What is this dude doing?"
Oh, all the time, man. Jim
That
Caldwell,
look on his face.
he's gone finally. I know you've hated him for a long-ass time, and finally he's gone.
And as of right now, they have requested to interview Vikings offensive coordinator Pat Shurmur, Packers assistant coach Winston Moss, and Patriots defensive coordinator Matt Patricia, Texans defensive coordinator Mike Vrabel.
Oh shit!
And also, once again, Steve Wilks of the Panthers
Steve
defensive
Wilks
coordinator.
Is popular, man.
He's also going to be requested for an interview.
Oh man!
So I think.
What do you think?
For the Detroit Lions, once again, you want to get the best coach available. But if I had a choice, I would probably go defense. Because the Lions need to change that culture that they had on defense. Their defense has always been inconsistent.
Their biggest
but
flaw.
they got some talented players over there, man.
Yeah.
Ziganza, they got Darius Slay.
Yeah.
So
they have talent, but they got to get someone to put it together. So. You said they're
Steve
looking
Wilks
at 3 different guys. So
Steve Wilks right here, he's one of the hottest guys being requested to interview for a lot of teams. He would be great for the Detroit Lions, I think.
Yeah.
Matt Patricia,
I could see that.
The Patriots. How about Mike Vrabel?
I'm thinking Mike Vrabel. Sorry, I can't even say it right. I think Mike Vrabel is
Could
the
he
guy.
be a head coach in the NFL?
I
think
so.
he could.
I think so. He's done pretty decent over there in Texas. I know they've had injuries, but he's done pretty
I love
good.
his fire, Mike Vrabel. I don't know if you've ever seen him.
Oh, yeah,
This dude, I love his passion that he brings.
Yeah.
He would make teams play hard for him, man.
Yeah.
So
I think he'd be. Honestly, that's my guy that I'd pick, possibly going to the Lions.
Okay.
So
another team that fired their head coach. This came immediately after the game.
Right after the game. Yep.
Chuck Pagano.
Bye-bye.
53-43 record in 6 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts. In 2017, they finished 4-12. And, I mean, there was a good stretch where he had 3 consecutive seasons that at 11-5, even appeared in the 2014 AFC Championship game.
That's true.
But they failed to make the playoffs in the past 3 seasons, so that ain't going to work, buddy.
Yeah. And I know you could say, well, Andrew Luck, right? Injuries, right? And it's been playing a big factor. But still, man, even with Andrew Luck, like, you never saw him take that next step to me.
Remember how we would, I don't know if you saw this, but people would, like, say, get rid of Andrew Luck, keep Chuck Pagano. Andrew Luck's the problem. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
no.
First off, on what planet
I don't understand.
does that logic work? And we saw Andrew Luck out this season, and how'd that go? 4-12.
Yeah. See, Andrew Luck, Chuck Pagano, I think, it's just frustrating because this team, you have Andrew Luck, truly a franchise quarterback, right? He did so good, but even those good years, he would get hit all the time, and he finally caught up to him, the last couple seasons, right?
Yep.
I put that a lot on the head coach, right? Because that's you not building up and protecting your superstar. Mm-hmm. That's not you drafting offensive linemen, right? And now Andrew Luck, it finally caught up to him.
Yep.
And that's what's going to happen.
They have requested to interview, as of this recording, Panthers defensive coordinator Steve Wilks. Once again,
everywhere.
Another name that's popping up, Josh McDaniels. And
with Andrew Luck?
Here's a new one. Seahawks defensive coordinator Chris Richard is being requested to interview here for the Indianapolis Colts. And
that's interesting.
Yeah. Now, Josh McDaniels with the Colts seems pretty interesting. I mean, because if you're an offensive coordinator, if you're an offensive-minded coach, and you're looking for a team like Josh McDaniels, you're looking for a team preferably with a quarterback in place.
Yeah.
You got that in Indianapolis.
That's true. I wouldn't mind Josh McDaniels here. That would be a good setup. Andrew Luck is still very young, right? Mm-hmm. He's still not that old. He's already locked up, so you don't have to worry about that. He's locked into the playoffs. So I'm thinking probably, man, that's tough though. And the defense coordinator, I wouldn't be against that either because their defense has been trash lately.
For a long time,
and I know they're trying to address that.
But they got some.
They got some players.
Some nice young players.
Malik Hooker.
Oh, Jinxies. You
owe
me, me a Dan Dr. Pepper. No, you owe me a Dilly.
But yeah, I can see him going either way. Defensive coordinator, former defense coordinator, go defensive minded or go offensive minded. But who do you go with there?
I think they should go for. I think they should also request to interview Pat Shurmur of the Minnesota Vikings. That would be a good choice too.
Yeah.
Go offensive coordinator, go offensive minded coach.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the best fit with Andrew Luck, and that's probably what, like I said, the offensive minded coaches out there looking for a job would probably prefer.
Andrew Luck, yeah, definitely.
So, who's the next coach to get fired, Sean?
Ooh, this is a kind of not a shocker, but shocker that it happened so fast. Jack Del Rio. And the funny thing is, the owner didn't even announce it. He announced it. He had a press conference. And he's like, hey, just like 5 minutes ago, Mark Davis, right? Yeah, Mark Davis told me I'm not going to be coach. Everybody was like, what? Like, Mark Davis didn't announce it at all. It was Jack Del Rio that had to announce it at his own press conference. That's so awkward. But you know what? He's out from the Raiders. What he went? 6-10. Honestly, it was a very disappointing year this year. Everybody thought they were a Super Bowl contender.
6-10. They went 25. He went 25-23 in 3 seasons. So winning record there.
Yeah.
And you know what? I mean, this was said, but Jack Del Rio does not get fired unless.
Oh,
and here's the big one.
Unless Jon Gruden.
Jon motherfucking Gruden.
That's his middle name?
Motherfucking Gruden. Little Chucky.
Little Chucky, yeah.
So, that it was put out there that the Raiders would have never fired Jack Del Rio so quickly unless they were confident
they knew
that little Chucky, fucking Jon Gruden would be coming back to coaching to the Raiders.
Yeah.
He coached there back in, what was it, 19...
Oh, it was...
It was quite a bit. A while.
2001?
Something like that.
Yeah, because I know he went to Tampa Bay the very next year and he won the Super Bowl. So he was there for a little bit. Now, Did you hear the offer that... This is a rumor. I'm not sure if it's actually going to happen, but did you hear the rumor what they're offering him as a head coach? What his offer was?
Yeah.
Wow. First off, they're going to offer him head coach and then part ownership of the Raiders.
It's an offer you can't refuse.
Seriously, how can you pass that up when the Raiders are just about to move to Vegas? Money there. Brand new stadium. Like, how can you turn that down? Now, if it's true or not, we don't know. We'll find out when it comes. But, man.
And Jon Gruden, he likes Derek Carr. That's his guy.
Oh,
that's his guy.
Did you see that QB camp video? That it's been circulating that he said, I would want you as my quarterback. And, man, that's been circulating. And Jon Gruden got asked today. Yeah. And he finally made a comment. And he kind of took a little jab. He was like, they're like, something about the Raiders coaching. He's like, well, I heard that they're interviewing a few people, and I hope I'm one of those candidates. Like, you hope, bitch? Like, he's just playing with it at this point.
Well, because the Rooney Rule, they have to...
Well, they have to interview multiple people, at least one African American.
Yeah, one black coach.
Yeah.
And, so they're going to interview a couple of guys.
Well, of course. They got to go through the process, but it's going to be Jon Gruden. He's coming.
They want him. He wants them.
Yeah.
The Raiders, they're going to Las Vegas. Jon Gruden, is going to be interesting seeing him coming back to coaching.
I'm excited, actually.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I thought the only team that could get him was Tampa.
Did you?
But Oakland, man.
Did you see Shannon Sharp fucking call out Jon Gruden?
What did he say?
He was like, I want to see this dude come back to coaching because he says that Jon Gruden may be a bit overrated. He was insinuating.
Wow, really?
Yeah, he was saying that, like, after that Super Bowl, what did he really do?
Okay.
So he wants to see, and then, of course, we've gotten to know Jon Gruden on Monday Night Football and the QB camp.
Camps,
this dude knows his shit. He's one of the smartest out there.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to come back. And Shannon Sharp made this point. He's like, coaches that have been away for a long time and come back don't find success. I think Jon Gruden, with his mind and with that talent, he's going to turn something around with that with that team
and
pretty soon.
I will say this, like, I know people are saying, well, if they come back, but you got to also remember, Jon Gruden had plenty of times he could have came back. He chose not to. Yeah. Teams were interested. It's not like he didn't have the opportunity or anything like that. He just didn't like any of the opportunities. He didn't want to. And finally, he likes Derek Carr. He likes the team. They got a lot of... Oakland has a lot of talent, right? He's going to a great situation. It's not like he has to build that team up. He's just got to put it all together. Yeah. And players love him. Why not?
Yeah, so it's a match made in heaven, I guess, and I expect this to happen pretty soon. So, all right, last coach to get fired was the Bears. Fired John Fox, who in 2017 finished 5-11, finishing last in the division for the third straight season.
Josh, I know you're heartbroken about this. How are you going to survive without John Fox?
Oh shit! I don't think I'm pretty damn good.
Are you sure?
I think I'll be.
You don't need a tissue.
We got swept by the whole division this year.
No,
the entire division we got swept. Wow. John Fox is 14-34. Has a 14-34 record in 3 seasons.
Oh
but you know what? This was the right move. This is the right move to fire John Fox.
Okay.
And I will say this about him. When he took over the team, the Chicago Bears, after the whole Mark Trestman thing.
All that.
Debacle.
Yeah, I was about to say that same word, debacle.
We were in a bad place.
Yeah.
And John Fox came in here and he brought some life to the Chicago Bears and some unity there. So, I do thank him for that. But this team, after that draft, me and you said his days are numbered.
Oh, yeah.
After that draft that they had, Mitchell Trubisky, somebody who was going to ride the bench behind Mike Glennon, Adam Shaheen, who's going to be low on the depth chart amongst tight ends because Zach Miller was there. Yeah. Prior to the season, Deion Sims, they got in free agency.
This past draft was not for now; it was for the future.
Yeah, and that did nothing for John Fox, and we all knew. I knew that the Chicago Bears weren't going to win any more than 5 fucking games this coming up season.
You're right.
And John Fox was going to get the axe. Said that a year ago. And it was just a long time coming. It's the right move. It's time to move on. John Fox, is he a terrible, terrible coach? No, not overall. I mean,
No.
this is a team who has been to the Super Bowl a couple times.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he just wasn't the right fit here, and it's just time to move on. I mean, there were some bonehead things that happened this year, that challenge that he did with Benny Cunningham.
I will say this. It just didn't look like he was fully
invested
in this team, especially this year.
He is old, man. He's an old guy.
I think he should just retire, go into commentating. I don't know, or like a sports analyst or something like that.
I could see him on fucking CBS every morning. CBS? You know how they're all old and shit, except for Tony Romo.
Yeah, the early morning stuff.
Yeah. But John Fox is out of here, and let's see, Ryan Pace. He's got an interview set up for Friday with Josh McDaniels.
Ooh.
Sean, for the longest time, I've been saying my top 2 candidates to take over the Chicago Bears head coach was Jim Bob Cooter of the Detroit Lions and Josh McDaniels of the New England Patriots.
Yeah. And
we have an interview with him Friday, and I'm so excited.
Huge, man. Man, if y'all can get Josh McDaniels, I would really like that for y'all.
Hell yeah.
Be able to build up Trubisky.
Yeah, I think a offensive-minded coach would be the right move here, especially a guy like Josh McDaniels, somebody who's going to look for redemption as a head coach, because when he in Denver, he took that risk with Tim Tebow. That was not good.
Did not look that good.
But yeah, like the point that we made earlier about Andrew Luck in the Indianapolis Colts job is, if you're a head coach and you're looking for a new job, teams with a quarterback, especially if you like him, like Mitchell Trubisky. I mean, Andrew Luck is ahead of the curve, as far as development. That bodes very well. That's something that intrigues a coach. So Josh McDaniels.
But one thing though, that your Bears have over the Colts.
We have
Jordan Howard.
We have a running game. Jordan Howard, Tariq Cohen, Benny Cunningham.
Yeah.
We got a talented defense.
Yeah. Very young team.
Yeah.
Very young team. Josh McDaniels to take this over, mold it to how he wants. And Trubisky's still, I think, one of those guys that you can really mold to how you want, right? He's just very athletic. Mm-hmm. He's got the ability to just kind of put it all together.
Let's see. The Chicago Bears are also, they also requested to interview the Eagles quarterback coach, John DeFilippo.
Okay.
This is a guy who worked with Carson Wentz. And, Carson Wentz, he took that big step from year 1 to year 2.
Yeah.
Maybe the Chicago Bears here are thinking something similar.
Yeah, something similar. Okay.
They're also going to request interviews with the Panthers defensive coordinator, Steve Wilkes.
He's everywhere.
And Vikings offensive coordinator, Pat Shurmur, which I would not hate, man.
That wouldn't be bad.
That would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Actually. So we'll see what Ryan Pace is going to do. He did have a conference with along with Ted Phillips and Bob McCaskey. And I did not like that Ted Phillips, the CEO and president of the Chicago Bears, is going to be involved in this search. Ryan Pace is going to have ultimate say, but I want Ted Phillips far and away from this new head coaching search, because this dude's garbage as shit.
Okay.
But I think we're going to land a good coach, because I think out of all the coaching jobs that are open, I mean, you got Detroit Lions, you got Matthew Stafford there, you got the Colts, and you got over here the Chicago Bears with Mitchell Trubisky. Raiders, I'm gonna exclude them because that's Jon Gruden's job. Giants, no. So I would say the top 3 jobs would be Bears, Colts, and Lions, and I would rate the Bears over the Colts and Lions, because I think the Bears have a lot more talent to work with. Yeah. As far as they have a lot of talent. I think they're more talented defensively than those other teams.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And running game. They have a running game. Colts, Lions,
Jordan Howard, man. Jordan Howard, Mitch Trubisky. You got 2 young players at key positions on that offense.
And that's something that the Lions and Colts don't have.
Yeah.
And so what's your biggest hurdle if you're a coach and you're taking over the Bears is you got to find weapons for Mitchell Trubisky. And I think if it's an offensive-minded coach like Pat Shurmur or Josh McDaniels, I think they're going to be confident in getting those weapons for Mitch.
Oh, definitely.
So I'm excited to see what Chicago Bears do.
I know you are.
The Bears! I'm excited for this offseason and the 2018 season. I'm very optimistic. We have a lot of talent. Let's get it done, baby. Burn down! Let's go. So those are the coaches that were fired. Yeah. And some of the coaches that those teams were interested in. interviewing. Another coach that lost his job. No, he didn't lose his job. He retired.
Yeah.
Bruce Arians.
Man, that came out of nowhere.
Remember the rumor that went out that Bruce Arians was going to step down the season? And he came out and said, no, that's a false report. And then the game, after the game, week 17, he announced his retirement.
I'm so confused right now. Why'd you lie to us, Bruce Arians? Why? I was like, no, he's not going to leave. No. Carson Palmer's coming back another year. Larry Fitzgerald's coming back another year. Why? And then he goes and retires. And that was crazy.
Bruce Arians, man, he spent 5 seasons there, and he went 49-30-1.
Yeah,
and they won 8-8 in 2017 season. Yeah, and what a great way to end it off by winning against the Seattle Seahawks. That emotional speech he did to his team after the game, man, just very emotional. Bruce Arians,
good way to go out, man. Good way to go out. I love
65 years old. He said it's time to hang it up.
He did that with a third stringer.
Yep.
Third stringer. And you know what? I have a question. I have a question, though. Which one do you think was decided first? Bruce Arians retiring or stepping down as head coach, or Carson Palmer retiring?
I think Bruce Arians was going to retire anyway.
You think so?
Yeah, because even if Carson Palmer wasn't going to retire, although I wouldn't doubt that played a part in his decision.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they figured that Palmer was out at the end of the year. He's just too old. Like, I'm not going to deal with any more bullshit. Yeah. And even if Palmer did stay, he's going to go down next year at some point.
Probably.
Bruce Arians he's just not going to, develop a new quarterback and start over with that.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the question.
Now when you're 65 years old.
Yeah, he didn't want to put in that time. And so that's why, right after Bruce Arians said he was retiring, Carson Palmer retires. And that changes everything. Like, that kind of makes sense now. Because if I was Carson Palmer and the head coach retired, I wouldn't want to stay either, because I don't know what the certainty of the team is. And so, plus he's injury prone. So, yeah.
Requested to interview by the Cardinals so far are the Eagles QB coach, John DeFilippo.
Okay.
Eagles defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz. Patriots defensive coordinator, Matt Patricia. Steelers offensive line coach, Mike Munchak. And Panthers defensive coordinator, Steve Wilks.
Man, Steve Wilks is everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jim Schwartz. Huh. The Eagles, man, they might be fucked here.
Yeah. I mean, they might be losing a lot of players. Coaches.
Yeah.
So what, their D coordinator, Jim Schwartz, and their offensive coordinator, or QB coach?
The QB coach and their offensive coordinator, also, right? Who is, what's his name? What's
Steve Reich?
Steve Reich?
Or what is it?
What's his goddamn name? I have it written down here somewhere. Shit. Yeah, their offensive coordinator is also, here it is, fuck it, Frank Reich.
Frank
Reich. Oh, Frank.
Get it together.
I was looking at this page right here.
It was on here looking everywhere else.
So the Eagles look like they might lose their whole fucking coaching staff.
We'll see how much that can impact their team.
But man, Jim Schwartz with the Cardinals, I wouldn't mind that. I can say Jim Schwartz with the Cardinals,
I just thought about it. They have some
or the
weapons
Giants.
There. They have some weapons. I like Jim Schwartz for the Giants, honestly. If I had
defense,
to think about it,
he's a defensive guy.
Yeah,
that's gonna appeal to him.
Yeah, it is.
No nonsense.
Yeah,
they might need that. Tom Coughlin was the kind of guy. Jim Schwartz is that kind of guy. So
yeah, but I like Jim Schwartz either there or with the Cardinals, because the Cardinals, they do have some defensive talent themselves.
All right, so here are the job openings. We'll go over this again.
Yeah,
we already did that a little bit, but
the
Giants, Lions, Colts, Raiders, Bears, Cardinals. So let's rank these a little bit. Obviously, the Raiders are might be the best.
They're the best, but it's done, right?
Yeah.
Jon Gruden's pretty much the guy.
What would be the next best choice here? Would it be the Cardinals, Bears, or the Giants, actually?
So, I know the Cardinals, like, you think about it, like, they have a good defense, right? But their offense is such a big question mark. No Carson Palmer. Larry, now what is Larry going to do? And that's my biggest question. Now Carson's leaving. But they still have David Johnson. Very good young running back. I know he got hurt this past year, but he's going to come back. He's still a great talent. But I think that's the biggest question mark, is that who's going to be the quarterback?
Yeah.
So if you're a coach, if I had to choose, I kind of like your Bears.
Oh, shit!
Because they already have Trubisky. They already have Jordan Howard.
Yep.
They have a young defense over there.
And we have the top 10 pick going into this draft.
That's another reason.
8th overall pick.
Yeah.
So I would rank it Raiders, Bears, and then I'm gonna go with
I'll probably go with the.
I want to go with the
Colts.
Giants.
I'm going Colts.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Giants because that all that defensive talent that they have over there.
Yeah, but there's a little disgruntledness among the locker room. How many of those defensive players are you going to keep? Because
fuck it.
That's why I'm leaning.
I'm not gonna go with the Detroit, the Giants, but I'm gonna go with Detroit Lions.
Oh, okay.
Give me Matthew Stafford, and that defense. Add a couple more pieces there. Yeah. That Lions gig might look pretty damn good there.
I just say Colts because Philip Rivers, Andrew Luck. I don't know where the hell that came from.
But you're in a tough division though.
Yeah, but you have Andrew Luck, T.Y. Hilton, right? You just get yourself a running back, a Marlon Mack maybe. What he can do is next year. But you still have a good young defense, right? You have Malik Hooker that we talked about. They've been trying to build up that defense a little bit. So maybe I like the Colts just because they do have established players like T.Y. and Andrew Luck. So you know what you're getting from them.
You know what? I think Colts and Giants would be the least attractive to me.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
The Colts, this is a team that just...
See, I think Lions and Giants are at the bottom because the
Giants
Lions have so much...
Giants are probably the bottom. I almost went Giants pretty high there. Yeah. But I'm gonna go low on the Giants.
Giants are probably the bottom because you don't know what's going to happen with Eli.
And then I'm remembering all the fucking turmoil in the locker room.
Yeah.
And
then Odell Beckham.
You got to deal with all that bullshit.
But Odell Beckham, he's gonna be probably a franchise tag. He wants a massive contract, so you're gonna have to deal with that. But I think Lions are just barely above the Giants for me because just there's so much work that needs to be done on that defense. Mm-hmm. I think it's more work than the Colts need. So that's why I'm going with the Colts a little bit better.
All right, you guys let us know what you think. Now, here are the top 10 leading coaching candidates according to Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero of NFL Network, based off of conversations they've had with the GMs and all these teams.
Yeah, where they rank them.
So, Josh McDaniels from the Patriots, Pat Shurmur from the Vikings, John DeFilippo from the Eagles, quarterback coach, Matt Nagy, the Chiefs offensive coordinator, and then Mike Patricia, the Patriots defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz from the Eagles, Steve Wilkes from the Panthers, Dave Tubb, the Chiefs special teams coach, Frank Reich from the Eagles, the offensive coordinator there, and then Mike Vrabel, the Texans defensive coordinator.
Interesting.
Those are the leading candidates right there. So if your team is one of those that fired their head coach, like my team, those are your leading candidates right there for these coaching positions.
Yeah.
Now, Sean, let's get into the coaches who are safe, and maybe some of these probably should have actually been fired.
Maybe. If ands or buts, I don't know.
Vance Joseph for the Broncos.
Yes. A lot of people thought he was going to.
Yeah, Eli Elway announced Monday that he will remain the coach. However, they will move a lot of his staff, like special teams coordinator Brock Olivo, gone. Yeah. Assistant head coach / running backs coach Eric Studsville, gone. Offensive line coach Jeff Davidson, he's gone. Wide receiver coach Tyke Tolbert, he's gone, and I heard the rumor that Ben McAdoo, they're thinking about interviewing Ben McAdoo for a position over there on the coaching staff.
Offensive coordinator?
No. I think it was QB coach or some shit like that.
Damn, he went from head coach down to QB coach? That sucks.
I wouldn't want Ben McAdoo anywhere near my fucking team. So
Definitely not. You know what?
Vance Joseph finishing 5-11.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you like that? That he stayed? That they didn't fire him?
I'm glad that they... Yeah, I don't know.
I'm okay with it.
Sure,
I'm okay because it's only 1 year.
It's just 1 year.
Man.
There were some circumstances that happened. Quarterback, can you really blame him for that? I mean,
that's what I was just about to say.
Shitty ass quarterback.
You got to remember that they had literally no quarterback. Trevor Siemian? Yep. No. Paxton Lynch? No. Who was that? Wait, Brock Osweiler though. He's good, man. Didn't you watch his film?
Watch a game tape.
Watch the film. Catch game tape. But no, they had no quarterback. They are definitely going to go after quarterback this offseason. Apparently, from what I've heard, from what I've seen from a lot of like Adam Schefter and all them, they're saying the Broncos are going to be paying for a guy. Either trading for a quarterback that's available, maybe like a Kirk Cousins or one of those guys, or getting a draft pick. But they are definitely going. Their number one priority is quarterback this year, and it should be.
All right, so Vance Joseph, safe. Another coach that's safe. Hue Jackson from the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, yes.
0-16 in 2017, 1-31 in 2 seasons. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam said he is confident in Hue Jackson. He says, I don't think Hue has lost his magic despite 1-31 in 2 years.
You know what? I'm shocked that they kept him. I am. But I'm kind of glad.
I'm impressed.
I am impressed.
Because I'm right there with the owner.
I am too.
I don't think I'm giving up on Hue Jackson yet.
No, you can't deny that he hasn't built a talented roster.
That defense was pretty okay.
Yeah,
I mean, especially that D line.
Yeah, the D line looked good. Now, if they could just get a quarterback, they got Josh Gordon back, he showed some flashes of goodness.
They just gotta nail that quarterback, man. God.
No. They're going to go quarterback this coming up draft, but that's a different topic. But, yeah, I'm glad Hue Jackson's staying. Mm-hmm. And you know what? The Browns are finally becoming smart. The owner, what's his name, Jimmy Haslam?
Yeah.
Finally, because look at the whole rest of the division, right? They have the longest tenure coaches in every other team, the Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers, right? Learn from them. They've had success. I know the Bengals not so much once they get into the playoffs, but they've made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Ravens, we've seen win the Super Bowl. Steelers, we've seen them win the Super Bowl a few times. So in the last so many years. So it's all about consistency and building a culture, and you can't do that in 1 or 2 years. I think this is a smart move.
So Hue Jackson, safe. Dirk Koetter of the Tampa Bay Bucks. 14-18 in 2 seasons. Bucks have not made the playoffs in 10 straight years. He keeps his job.
Now, are you shocked about that? Or do you like that or not don't like it?
I thought he should have been fired. Okay. Me and you were high on the Bucks going into the season. No, I would have fired him.
I'm right there with you.
I mean, there are too good of candidates out there for head coaches.
Yeah,
like Josh McDaniel, like Pat Shurmur,
and Jon Gruden.
Or
Bucks were like one of the teams that Jon Gruden said he would want to go back to.
Or you get a defensive-minded coach like Jim Schwartz or Steve Wilkes.
Yeah,
Mike Vrabel, come in here and fix that defense.
Yeah,
man, I thought that was a mistake. They should have fired him.
You know what? When we watched Hard Knocks, right?
Yep.
We're like, I remember we watched Dirk Koetter and how he talked to Jameis Winston. He was like, no shit. Like, he gave him to him straight. And I was like, you know what? I like Dirk Koetter. I like this guy. But you know what? Nothing worked. Even though he gave it to him straight and I liked what he said, the team didn't listen to him. So what that tells me is he's not demanding enough respect from his players. He's not getting through to his players. Because it doesn't matter if you say everything right, but if the players don't respect you in that aspect, or you're not giving them what they need. Some players need more tough love and you need to find a different way, and it wasn't working. And I think he should have been fired, man. They have too talented of an offense to look that inconsistent. I don't know what's going on, man.
But nonetheless, Dirk Koetter still has a job.
I'm shocked.
Jay Gruden of the Washington Redskins, he's gonna remain as head coach. This is a guy who was thought to be on the hot seat. Yeah, no, he's gonna keep his job. And
honestly, I am shocked.
If he's gonna stay, does that mean that they're gonna give Kirk Cousins that contract finally?
They should.
I mean, I can't imagine.
You know what? This is
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just don't know what's gonna happen.
This is a big shock to me. I thought Jay Gruden was out. You know, that team has looked just, I don't know, like inconsistent. It doesn't even look like they're sold on Kirk Cousins. I don't know why. I don't know, man. I thought Jay Gruden was going to go somewhere else. I think he's a better offensive coordinator rather than a head coach, in my opinion. But he's going to remain there. We're going to see what happens.
So he's got his job. What about Todd Bowles of the New York Jets? Gets extended for 2 years, and he finished 5-10 on the year. He keeps his job, but you know what? I like it. Yeah, I like that. I know some people, Jets fans, might disagree, but I like Todd Bowles keeping him there because I was actually impressed what they did this year. I thought this is a team that's going to win like 1 game, 2 games.
Yeah,
they won 5.
Yeah, and they played for their coach.
Yeah, and they played hard. Like there was maybe another 2-3 wins out there. I mean, they were in quite a bit of games.
They could have beat the Patriots.
So
they could have beat the Carolina Panthers. They're in that game for most of the game.
So I like that they re-signed Todd Bowles. You know, this is a team that needs to learn how to be consistent.
Yeah,
they're not going to be like the old Jets and fire a coach every other year.
Yeah,
they're going to be like, you know what, Todd Bowles, you showed a lot of heart. You showed some promise here in this season.
And the players got behind him.
The players love this guy. Let's see what you can do going forward. Yeah. Maybe, so he's got 2 years.
I'm actually excited. I'm actually happy for that too. And you know what? I think Arizona was interested in Todd Bowles. I think they had a feeling that now I thought it was fake news because Bruce Arians said he wasn't going to, but maybe Jets were like, man, we can't let this guy go.
Right.
You know, Cardinals are interested in him for a reason, and they knew he's a good coach, and I like it.
So we'll see what Todd Bowles and the Jets do.
Yeah.
All right, Sean.
What?
Marvin fucking Lewis gets an extension for 2 goddamn years. What the fuck are you thinking, Bengals?
I don't know.
This owner, I swear to God, I think Marvin Lewis has something on this guy. It's not just
He got some.
it's not a
blackmail?
buddy relationship like they're really
Blackmail?
close. I think it's blackmail. There's no way.
Okay.
This dude is still a fucking head coach over there in the Cincinnati Bengals. Fuck this guy, Marvin Lewis.
Yeah.
Fuck him. I know a lot of Bengals fans out there are pissed off. We know some of them.
Yes.
I feel bad for you guys. I feel fucking bad. That'd be like if we gave a 2-year extension to John Fox. Why?
That's true.
Why?
You know what? Honestly, this is why I think this happened. Okay, hear me out. Jay Gruden, remember him?
Yeah.
The Redskins, we just talked about him. I think the Bengals were wanting Jay Gruden. He used to be offensive coordinator there, right? So maybe bring in a familiar face. But once Jay Gruden and the Redskins announced that they weren't getting rid of Jay Gruden, they probably didn't feel like that, you know, there was anything better than Marvin Lewis. Even though I think Marvin Lewis isn't that good of a coach. He's taken them to the playoffs, but they can't win in the playoffs. I don't feel like he's strict enough. He's firm enough with that team because we've seen inconsistent play, problems with players' discipline regarding Pac-Man Jones, Perfect. I don't feel like he's too much of a player's coach to me. But yeah, I'm shocked about that. But that's the only reason I see why. It doesn't make sense to me, but maybe that's their logic. I don't know.
What the fuck ever. That's a terrible decision. I don't agree with it. Bad. Yeah. I feel bad for the Bengals fans.
Yeah, I do too.
Another coach that so far right now is safe.
Yeah.
I think it's still kind of up in the air. Bill O'Brien from the Houston Texans.
Oh, man, really?
Not really have said anything either way.
Yeah, okay.
I think they're looking for a new GM right now, so we'll see. Mm-hmm. But Bill O'Brien, you think he should keep his job or not? I think he should keep his job.
I think he should keep his job completely because, you know, let's look at the past years. I know they didn't make the playoffs this year, right?
Yeah.
But Deshaun Watson, if he was healthy,
got hit with that injury bug.
J.J. Watt,
Marcel Darius.
No, that's
that's the Jaguars.
That's Jaguars. Merciless.
There
we go. I was like, I know it's somewhere in there. But yeah, think about
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Man, that was a huge one too.
But think about the last couple of years though. They made the playoffs even with a shitty quarterback carousel. Brock Osweiler, Tom Savage, all these guys that they had to play, and he still took them to the playoffs.
Yeah, so I'd give Bill O'Brien.
Gotta give him another year with Deshaun Watson.
And they also lost the other rookie running back too. He was looking pretty damn
Foreman.
Good Foreman.
Yeah.
All right, so that does it with that. The coaches who are safe, who were on the hot seat.
Yeah.
But I also want to bring up Jason Garrett, man. There was a lot of people out there who thought Jason
Garrett
should have been fired.
Fucking shit.
But he's not going to be fired. Jared Jones, that's his boy.
Nah, he's not going to be fired. And coming from a Cowboy fan, I understand what people are saying.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they're like, look at our team, bro. Blah, blah, blah. But, guys, you got to take in consideration, look what he's done. He's built this team up. Ever since he took over, we got one of the best offensive lines. Mm-hmm. We got Dak Prescott. We have Ezekiel Elliott. Now our D-line's looking good. Even though our D-line, nobody thought would be good, and we're looking good. He's building a good team, and that takes time. So, you know what? We've been doing it through the draft. We used to always try to go for that free agent, remember? Mm-hmm. Terrell Owens, Pac-Man Jones, all these big-time players. We'd always give out massive contracts, and now we're starting to build through the draft to get younger. And I like what he's doing. Yeah, it always hasn't produced, but he just went 13-3 last year. Mm-hmm. Why all of a sudden fucking fire him? He went 9-7. Still had a winning record without Zeke for 6 games.
Yeah. He's going to keep his job.
Yeah.
But y'all did let go of your wide receiver coach, Derek Dooley.
Yeah, we did get rid of him. And I think our tight ends coach did retire, came out today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to have to find a new receiver coach.
How about this from around the league?
Yeah.
Dom Capers, defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers,
yes.
fired.
Gone. And I know this is not we're talking about coaches right now, but Ted Thompson, He's not going to be GMing over there anymore.
Tay Thompson?
Yep, they're giving him a different position. They're going to look for a new GM.
Oh, my gay old.
Yeah, not coaching, but I just want to throw that out there.
Guys, that's our thoughts on all the coaches that were fired, coaches that were on the hot seat, maybe should have been fired, but are safe. But you guys, let us know what you thought about the whole coaching situation. All the coaches that got fired, did the right ones get fired?
Yeah.
Did the wrong coaches get fired? And
also, who y'all think is going to be hired?
Exactly.
Who's your candidates for your team or other teams?
I want to know who you guys think should be the coach for the Bears, the Colts, the Lions, the Cardinals, and so on. Let us know in the comment section down below.
Yeah.
What a crazy year, my God, 2017
Crazy.
was an insane year.
I cannot wait until 2018. Oh, wait.
What
season.
store does it have for us?
Yeah.
But you better be subscribed to the Sports Fairy. Turn your notifications on because
you're
going to find out right here. You're going to get our opinions on everything going on in the NFL. But all right, guys.
All right.
That does it for us for here on this video, and we'll see you in the next one.